Amy, how are you doing?
I am doing great. Your shirt makes me laugh. I've seen a couple of them, and I have a feeling I'm going to see some more.
I have a feeling you will too. Now, your character, Dr. Raynor, she's seemingly one of the more grounded characters in the MCU, and she's refreshingly a fierce therapist. What inspirations did you draw on for the role?
I've played a number of therapists. I have worked with, in my past, I've been doing a show where I play a police lieutenant for the last 8 years, and I've gotten to know some of those women, actual lieutenants, actual detectives pretty well, and they have kind of gotten under my skin in terms of, just somebody who's been trained to carry a gun, to go into dangerous situations, and how they, where they come from. I don't come from a military family, so that, I play tough characters a lot. I'm a bossy person. I was like a union officer for 20 years, so that I could bring into it. And I've had my own share of therapy, and I kind of know what works and what doesn't a little bit. Not that one of my favorite lines in the two things was when Bucky turns to me and says, "You're a terrible therapist." And it's like, yeah, but I was a great soldier.
Right.
That's because that's what I'm doing. I'm assigned to something here. You have a problem. I know what that problem is. I've been there. I've had to kill people that I didn't want to kill. I know what that's like. And so there's no bullshit here.
Right. Now, the parallel between Dr. Raynor and Sam Wilson being from the military, but approaching Bucky's mentality from different angles is really interesting. How does Raynor see Sam's influence on Bucky? Is she happy that he has a friend, or does she recognize what bad tendencies this could bring out in Bucky?
I think that Dr. Raynor understands that this is somebody who's very important to whatever it is that's going on with Bucky. And so he's one of the few people that he actually connects with on any level. I mean, I've got no one, as she says, you've called no one but me in the last week. So this is, I think Raynor sees Bucky sees Sam as, maybe this is a chink in the armor. He's getting underneath his skin. I need to get under his skin. So let's get in there. I want to shove that thing in and move it around until it hits flesh. Absolutely. And we can do this work.
Now, it's really rare to see characters like in stories like these actually getting therapeutic help. Can you talk to me about getting to dive in directly into the humanity of these superheroes, essentially, and what kind of intrigued you about that?
There is, the only parallel that I can think of, and people have mentioned, I didn't think of it ahead of time, was The Sopranos, right? Where there's somebody who has killed and but in that case, he wants to try to get to the bottom of it. I think it seems to me that the Marvel universe is moving more in this direction of being more contemplative about and wanting to delve deeply into what's going on underneath, what's going on with these people, because they are people. They're not just robots. They're not just wizards. They are people who happen to have superpowers. And I think it goes along the lines of what they are doing with Sam's character, showing him at home, showing him with the family business, showing him, being the one when the cops come up and they think there's something going wrong. They go up, they assume that he's the perpetrator there. So I think it's fascinating and really helpful that they're going in this direction, because the Marvel product has such a wide influence, and it can be, I think it's wonderful and could be very helpful in terms of mental health and the acceptance of mental health as just part of your health. You get your physical health, you got your mental health. One is not more embarrassing than the other. They're the same. And so when Marvel Universe says, okay, this guy's got a superpower, but he also has these real issues.
Yes.
That you've seen him develop. Nobody goes through what he did without being wounded, dramatically wounded, and he needs help. And he has to actually do the work in order to get healed.
And this is why I love the show is because it touches on these hot topic issues like that. And I think Marvel's doing a great job at it. Amy, thank you so much for your time. You are amazing. And I love the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So thank you so much.
It was a pleasure to meet you.